What's up, guys? I recently competed in my first cosplay contest at Motor City Comic Con, and I wanted to share that experience with you. And I want to share that experience because, as a fellow novice cosplayer, probably one of the biggest barriers that has kind of stopped me from competing sooner is that there's really a big lack of information around cosplay competitions. Now, there are creators out there like It's Hack on TikTok who are doing wonderful work, kind of like breaking down that barrier and sharing their experience, both like as a competitor and as a judge. But I do think it's kind of important because Hack has been competing for, I think, like a decade, maybe more. There's a difference getting that perspective from somebody who's been in the scene for a long time, who's been on both sides of the table. It's very valuable, but I also think for someone like me, I would have always appreciated hearing it like from a newbie perspective because I got a lot of information from Hack and from other cosplayers, but I was totally unprepared when it came to my first cosplay competition. So that's why I'm making this video. So for a bit of context, I competed in Motor City Comic Con's cosplay contest this year. I attempted to do a Raven from Teen Titans, and let's just say it wasn't the cosplay contest of my dreams. A lot of things went wrong. So to kind of like start off with, how you enter Motor City Comic Con's cosplay contest is that they release a form. On the form, you can, note things like, are you doing this by yourself? Are you with a group? Did you make your cosplay? Did you buy your cosplay? They'll have like a little box that's what they use for their prejudging. And this is actually prejudging is a big reason why I'm making this video. So they have a box for their prejudging where you can, fill out what it is that you want the judges to know about the craftsmanship behind your cosplay. Now, like I already said, they don't have prejudging. So when we got to Motor City Comic Con, I did this with my sister-in-law. So when we got to Motor City Comic Con, we kind of hung out for the day, and then the call to get to the stage was about a half hour before we actually walked on the stage. So the contest started at 5:30. We met near the judges' room at 5. And so what was kind of a weird experience about this was when we were waiting in line and when we were waiting for the contest to start, nobody actually knew what we were being judged on. I actually asked quite a few different people. I didn't actually get close to any of the veteran cosplayers for Motor City Comic Con. Yeah, so nobody actually knew what we were being judged on unless you were a veteran cosplayer, which is where I learned that for Comic Cons, they are very heavily performance based. So I entered as a craftsman. I was hoping to get judged on my craftsmanship, which I guess thank God I didn't, because a little fun fact, the gemstones that I made for my Teen Titans Raven cosplay actually fell apart very quickly as I got to Motor City Comic Con. It was very stressful, but I will say I was not the only one who had a cosplay that was falling apart, and that actually kind of helped make me feel better to know that I wasn't the only one who was quite literally falling apart. If you ever enter a cosplay the first time and your craftsmanship is not holding together, you are probably not the only one there, or you are not the only one that has happened to. So for us, we got in line, they announced us, we got to do whatever it was that we wanted to do. Because I didn't know it was performance based, I flashed a pose and I got off the stage, because I'll be honest, if I had known Motor City Comic Con was predominantly performance based, I would have picked a completely different character. Now, I know that like Raven in Teen Titans, that she definitely has some great lines, but of the group, she is objectively like the quietest one. Like I said, she has her moments. She does have great personality that shines, but for me and what my capabilities are, that is very difficult to make a character like Raven really pop on stage. And you can kind of see that like with the people who won. So like this year at Motor City, the second place winner, he did a Black Panther, and he was amazing. He had amazing stage presence. Like he got the audience all involved. Like he was great. I would love to be at that level someday, but baby steps. So yeah, so we did our thing. Everybody, went on stage, did their thing. They waited 10-15 minutes. And then they announced who the winners are. And that was kind of it. Like the winners, they got great prizes. So, Motor City Comic Con happens to do a cash prize. They give away tickets to the next con. I think they had a sponsorship, so they got like a little goodie bag, which was cool. And that's basically how it went. I do kind of regret doing it though, because I wish I could have gone in more informed. And this is why I'm making this video, so that, like, you know, if you're somebody who's interested in doing Motor City's cosplay contest, that you can kind of know what to expect and make the decision. I will say it's pretty cheap to enter Motor City's contest. I paid $12, I think it was. Yeah, it really wasn't anything. I do wish that they ran things differently, and who knows, maybe in the future things will change. Um, but yeah, I think going forward, I might look for other cosplay contests to enter, because like I really want to go in and I really want to be judged as a craftsman. Not to say that I can't work on my stage performance. I was a theater kid in high school, so I totally could work on my stage performance. Heck, I mean, even outside of like this past year, because of having my daughter, I mean, my cringy TikTok videos, so like I know how to perform, or at least I know how to attempt to perform. Um, but I definitely would have did a lot of things differently if I would have known ahead of time. And so yeah, hopefully like the next cosplay contest that I do, I will be able to get more information out of it, because outside of the things that were like in my control, so like the things that were in control of Motor City, I wish they would have done things better. I wish they would have announced the entries to their cosplay contest better. I wish they would have had more information available. I wish they would have had the judging criteria available, because I think these are a lot of things that like people should know. There's other things that I wish they would have done differently, but I'm actually gonna do a video on that later. But yeah, that was my experience. Let me know. Have you ever done a cosplay contest? What was your experience? You know, leave that in the comment section below. Let's see if we can get more information out there for newbie cosplayers.